6, Genesis. God said, let us make man in our image and our likeness, right? That's what he said. God said, let us make man in our image and our likeness. I don't know what that means to you, but if I tell you I want you to take a picture that look like me, then I expect that picture to look like me. I don't know how you viewing it. If he said he made me and you in the image of him, then I'm expecting him to look like me, or I'm looking like him. I don't expect no mist, no cloud, no spirit. I expect it to be exactly like you said. So, man, God's first. Got to start glorifying him. Again, glorify man, you glorify God. How can you not glorify man and call yourself glorifying God? And God said man was his first. We're going to have to do this, man, because we have to know who we are. We got to get back to knowing who we are as a people. Period, point blank. Anything other than that, man, we're doing ourselves a disservice. Anything other than that. We doing our mamas a disservice. We doing our fathers a disservice. We doing all our kinfolks a disservice when we're not being who we're supposed to be, who God intended us to be. Man, to protect, to provide, not of just your family, your house, but of the earth. This is yours. It's all yours. It's up to you to save it. It's up to you to protect it. It's up to you to make sure it works for you. If it don't work for you, guess what? It ain't nobody's fault that it ain't working for us. We just got to go back into the scriptures and get the ingredients out. Do what we're supposed to do. That's it in a nutshell. All the rest of it is irrelevant, man. We'll be fighting ourselves all day talking about what they ain't doing. Talking about what they should be doing. We'll be sitting around all day twiddling our thumbs, and guess what? Getting nothing accomplished. Just like them. You heard me? We have to be better. Man to man, God's first, got to be better. And that's what we're trying to do up in here, man. We're trying to make sure we better than everybody else. I'm trying to look at that clock. Than everybody else. We got to make sure we better. Because if we don't, man, guess what, man? In 15, 20 years, when we sitting back looking, like, wow, what happened? Where did we drop the ball at? Know that we didn't do nothing. Know that we didn't stand up. Know that we didn't stand up when we was called on. Because we already been called on. We already been called. Good morning, my brother. We already been called. So it ain't about if you're gonna stand up when you're called. You already been called. You wouldn't have got here if you hadn't been called. Wouldn't have never gave you life out the womb if you hadn't been called. You already been given what you supposed to be when he breathed breath into you. When he allowed your mama for them fluids to go through you just right to make sure you get here. You was called in. You was already called. All you gotta do now is stand up and be accounted for. And when we start to do that, man, again, man, ain't nothing nobody gonna be able to do with us, man. They're gonna sit back in admiration. Wow, how did they do that? They're gonna want to know what's the formula. All these brothers off the streets, all these brothers who they thought they had written off. Now all of a sudden we blossoming. We blossoming. We eating. That's what it's all about. We eating. See, we nourishing ourselves. That's what we doing right now. We nourishing ourselves right now. Because see, when it comes time, man, we're going to have to get our act right in together. It's going to have to happen. In fact, you know what? We touched on something last week when we were talking about them pieces. Them pieces. Now, if you got that one piece and he got them other pieces, man, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for those pieces. There's a reason for why I keep expressing that we're going to have to do what each other tell us to do, period. Once we agree on something, ain't no deviating from it. Once we agree that, look, we man to man and this is what we doing, ain't no deviating from it. We can't act on our own interpretation, our own ideologies, our own understanding. We can't act like that no more. Like the Christians say, man, you know, we're gonna have to get rid of some stuff. You're gonna have to shake some stuff off your sandals, man. We're gonna have to do the same thing they did. Because when these people, man, start looking at you and expecting you to give them the best information that you got, the correct information, and they're gonna be looking at you, what you're doing, how you drive up, how you're dressed, how you're talking, how you're smelling. All those things is gonna come into, you know, fruitation. So if you're not a cleanly person, people gonna be wanting to talk to you, man. You don't wanna be talking to them and your breath kicking. Like Jackie Chan in your mouth, you know. Beating everybody up, kicking everybody down. You don't wanna be smelling under the arms. People come to you for advice and want to hug you and feel your majesty. You know what I mean? They want to hug you and feel you, but now you stink. And now when they walk away, they like, how is he telling me something? Why is I'm listening to him? Breath kicking. Didn't shower this morning. Stomach growling. Them is not good signs. Them is not good signs of a person that's taking care of his business. That's taking care. You ain't take. We are what we say, y'all. Y'all, we you know, we go to a woman's house and we walk in the house dirty. You know what we say? Time to get. You know it's time to get. Go in that bathroom and stuff all in the sink, soap, and time to get, baby. You know, you don't want to smell that on nobody, man. So we're going to have to start shaking stuff off. We're going to stop doing things that we normally would do out in the streets. We're going to have to kind of, later on, we're going to start shaking it. Ain't nothing I ain't even going to be the one to tell you you're going to have to shake it. Because once you start seeing your own fruit get better, you're going to shake it yourself because you ain't going to want nobody else to see your faults. You ain't going to want to hang your own faults out on the dirty laundry list. You know what I mean? You ain't going to put them on the line. Them yours. You ain't going to put yours out there. You probably talk about somebody else's. You ain't going to put yours out there. So when you start doing better and we start picking ourselves up, nourishing ourselves to what we want to do better, we're going to start shaking that stuff anyway. Because see, it's already in you to shake it. It's already there.